Mobile, Alabama, the port city, has so much to do. Whether it's indoor, outdoor, active, or inactive, there's something for just about every type of person in this city. Specifically today, I'd like to talk about downtown because this is one of the most fascinating spots of our city. Downtown Mobile, Alabama is a space that has a culture like nowhere else in the world. Whether you're a local, you're a visitor, or you're considering a move here, hopefully these 5 activities will give you something new to do in Mobile, Alabama. Welcome back to Moving to Mobile. Now we're going to jump right into this list, but before we do, I want to make 2 quick clarifications. Firstly, I'd like to note that this list is not in any particular order. I considered reading these activities off from best to worst, but in reality, they're all just so different. Every person is different, and that's fine. I'm a musician, so I really like the musical elements of this list. Other people are really into history, and that's great too. That leads me to my second clarification, that this list is very diverse in its activities. The first item on this list might not interest you at all, but number 5 might become your new favorite thing. That being said, make sure to stay tuned because a lot of this stuff is going to be very different. Before we move on, my name's David Beasley. I'm a local realtor and I help people buy and sell homes down here every single day. If you're a resident looking to sell soon, I would love to connect with you and get you more information. If you're a buyer, I would love to show you some houses, so reach out to me at the number below anytime. I'm also going to leave this number in the description below with my email address for your convenience. We're going to jump right into number 1. If it doesn't interest you, feel free to skip around. This video is timestamped for you for your convenience. The first activity we're going to talk about in downtown Mobile is the Bienville Bites food tour. This is one of the most popular culinary experiences that you can have in Mobile, Alabama. This is essentially a guided walking tour through downtown Mobile, combining local history with tastings at several different restaurants, cafes, and specialty shops. If you're looking to combine walking, eating, and education about the city of Mobile, this is for you. I'm not a huge fan of walking tours personally, but Bienville Bites makes it so fun and interesting. They have multiple different types of tours which run through different parts of downtown. Additionally, they're also great about accommodating for allergies if you give them enough notice. Now they have tours all throughout the day, but my recommendation would be to go close to dinner time if you can. I say this because Mobile gets really hot in the summertime, and walking for long distances combined with eating in the heat is probably not a great combination. Now the tours last anywhere from around 2.5 to 3 hours, and they cover about 1.5 miles of walking. Now obviously, if you don't think you can walk this far or you have really strict dietary confinements, I wouldn't recommend doing this. We've got 4 other great options for you on our list in a minute. But if you're planning a vacation, you want to know more about Mobile, or you're just a local looking to shake things up, this could be a really fun option for you. Now, I was actually on their website earlier today and I noticed that they had some murder mystery option. Full disclosure, I've never done this before, but it's really cool to see them shaking things up and making these tours of our city fun and unique. This totally fits with the vibe of Mobile. Our city is like no other and our attractions are like no other. Next, we're going to talk live music. Now, all cards on the table, Mobile actually doesn't have some super huge stadium. This actually limits the scale of artists that visit our city. However, our city's leaders actually know this and they're seeking to fix it. We are currently reconstructing our downtown space, the Civic Center, which will seat thousands of people. This is a huge development for our city and it's going to bring about artists and possibly a hockey team. If you would like to know more details about that, I actually made a video about it a couple months ago. I'll link that video at the end of this one for you to check out. Now, where we lack in scale, we make up for in quality of venues. There are so many cool, unique, and vibrant venue spaces in downtown Mobile, and it makes being a musician here super fun. Whether you're looking to play at some of these venues or you just want to sit back and enjoy the music, there's something for nearly everyone to enjoy. Now, like I said, we have a bunch of options, but I actually want to just highlight 2 for the sake of time. The first option is Soul Kitchen. A lot of rock, blues, and country music is played here. It's a very contemporary styled venue with dynamic, colorful lights, a great sound system, and a bar. This venue is actually really unique because some weekends we get really noteworthy artists come in. Other weekends we get kind of a local up-and-comer. Either way, this venue is perfect for its size, style, and atmosphere, and the ticket prices are great. As a musician, I actually really hate going to huge arenas because the larger the room, the harder it is to control the sound and the further away I am from the action. That's why I actually love the small, intimate feel of Soul Kitchen. The other venue that I think I really need to address is Sanger Theater. This is a much more classical and elegant style. I've been to symphonies and orchestras here, and it's most commonly used for upscale events. This place is both historic and extravagant, which is so cool, and there's so much to look at inside. And on the inside, the architecture is very detailed, delicate, and intricate, so you could stand there and look at it for hours. If you would like to know about our other venue spaces, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Okay, so we've talked food downtown, we've talked music downtown. Now let's talk museums. Downtown Mobile, Alabama is home to a vibrant collection of museums which showcase our city's rich history, culture, and coastal heritage. The History Museum of Mobile, which is located in our old city hall, offers an in-depth look at over 300 years of local history from Native American artifacts to Mardi Gras traditions. Now, if you head just down the street, the Mobile Carnival Museum dazzles its visitors with elaborate costume, crowns, and floats celebrating Mobile's claim as the birthplace of Mardi Gras. Now, for all of our military enthusiasts out there, the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park features the World War II era USS Alabama, the USS Drum Machine, and a range of aircrafts and tanks. Additionally, the Gulf Quest Maritime Museum, located along the Mobile River, provides a hands-on experience focused on the Gulf of Mexico's maritime culture, complete with ship simulators and interactive exhibits. Now, if you're into architecture or Southern history, you'll love Richard's Mansion, which is an elegant 1860s mansion with period furnishings and Civil War era stories. Our last museum, which is not technically downtown, is the Mobile Museum of Art, and it's a short drive away and features diverse works from American, European, and regional artists. Together, these museums take a deep and entertaining dive and explore what makes Mobile such an interesting city. Like I said before, Mobile is a place like no other. So whether you're into art, history, architecture, or Mardi Gras, there are so many options for you to check out downtown. Now, if you're a visitor and you only have time for one, my recommendation would be the USS Alabama. Just the scale and the splendor of this ship is so cool. One of my favorite parts about living in Mobile is just driving past that thing on my way to and from Baldwin County, and just knowing that my city has such a deep connection with its history. Our fourth activity is both cost-effective and relaxing, and that's just a simple stroll down Dauphin Street. If you're not looking to spend a lot of money, you just want to get a feel for the city, and you want to kind of take things at your own pace, I would definitely recommend this activity. Our downtown space is super relaxing and super simple. That kind of feels weird to say about a downtown city, but it's true. Well, depending on the time of year, but we'll get into that later. Compared to most cities I've been to, our downtown is very tame and relaxed. You're not going to be walking shoulder to shoulder down crowded streets like you will in Nashville, New York, or Chicago. Additionally, parking on weekends is totally free all day, and on weekdays, it's free after 5 p.m. This makes visiting downtown super convenient and affordable. Now, on your stroll down Dauphin Street, you're going to pass boutiques, bookstores, souvenir shops, cafes, coffee shops, and so much more. This is like the beating heart of Mobile. I would highly recommend stopping and eating at Loda Beer Garden and checking out Bienville Square. This is one of the most iconic spots in our city, and so much happens in this little park. Down Dauphin Street, you'll also pass some of our aforementioned attractions, such as the Singer Theater. Sometimes when my wife and I want a simple, fun, laid-back evening, we'll take a stroll down the street, check out some of the stores, get a quick bite to eat, and go home. I also want to note that most of the dining on the street is really, really good. Whether you're a local or you're a visitor, don't sleep on this fun, laid-back activity. The last activity to do on our list in downtown Mobile, Alabama is Mardi Gras. I know you probably already guessed it, but Mardi Gras is such a fun occasion that our city does. It lasts from about January to mid-March, and it encompasses every facet of our city. Whether it's the high school marching bands or an organized city club, everyone is in on the fun. Events, parades, dinners, and parties all surround this season, and the occasion is contagious. It's nearly impossible to live in Mobile and not buy into the fun of Mardi Gras. Even my wife, who was raised in Mobile and used to hate this event, has since come around to the idea. When you go downtown and you start having beads and moon pies hurled at you at top speed, it just kind of changes your perspective on life. At the very least, it's really fun to watch your friends and family get into it. There's fun inside jokes from our city, there's crazy wacky items getting thrown from the floats, and there's plenty of candy and toys for the children. I've said this several times on this channel, but I want to reiterate again, this Mardi Gras is very different than what you'll find in New Orleans. Mobile's Mardi Gras is often considered more family-friendly and lighthearted. Mobile often hosts its parades a little earlier, and things wrap up at a really decent time. Mardi Gras is a huge part of what makes Mobile, Mobile. And before I went, I felt like I hadn't really experienced all that the city had to offer. Even if it doesn't sound interesting to you, I would advise that you go and try it just once, because you'll begin to understand a lot more about the culture and the people that live here. If you're coming down here to visit in the summertime to get some sun and some beach access, which is a Great time to visit, by the way. I would highly encourage you to come back during Mardi Gras season. Even if you just come for a day or two, I bet you'll love coming and catching a parade. So that's our list of 5 things that you could do in downtown Mobile, Alabama. If you're a local, please let me know if I missed anything in the comments below. And if you're a visitor, let me know what you're gonna try. Thanks for watching the end of this video. If you would leave me a like, subscribe, and share the video, that would help me out a ton. I'm gonna leave my video, which I mentioned earlier, about all the developments that are coming to Mobile, Alabama in the near future, right here for you to check out. I'll see you there, or I will see you next time.